Hi everyone, it's Empress Coco. The energy that I have felt is that there is a decision between, yourself in a relationship, love, changes, the flow of things, continuing, cycles, choosing yourself, choosing love. The in-between, the unknown, the unseeable, preparation for love, and then preparation for choosing self. So seems like a lot of you have decisions to make when it comes to yourself, promises you've made yourself, your desires, your wants, what you want out of a relationship, a union, settling, alignment, being balanced, beliefs, system. So a transformation is going to be present for the next 72 hours. Changes, communication, revelations, secrets, uncertainty. Everything is pretty much going to be revealed. You might receive clarity, okay? Opinions, options, just action, guidance, anything that's needed for change, for things to be better, whether that's for yourself or overall, the bigger picture. Baby, that was to come with the food. Some things might seem like they're ending or being destroyed in the next 72 hours, but this is a part of the change. This is what is going to bring uncertainty, to the surface, things that are hidden to the surface, like a reality check. A reality check is needed. Maybe some blinded energy is present. Somebody, you haven't been noticing something this entire time. Shift in the movement of things. Shift in the way things pan out. A shift in the future. Shift in promises. So in the next 72 hours, it's going to feel like something changed. Something feels different. Something feels off. It's not necessarily something that you need to go finding out why. It's more so that this is the way that things are supposed to go, so that there could be a handle on things. If something needs to be fixed, this is the time. If something needs to be changed, this is the time. If there is more needed, this is the time. If less is needed, this is the time. If negotiation, compromising is needed, this is the time. If you know something hasn't been working this entire time, this is the time for you to pretty much get the fuck out. No joke. It is. What did you realize? This person delivering the food, but it seems like my wife knows them. Don't know. But yes. Next 72 hours. So you no longer have to be trapped. If you have been trapped and looking for a way out, it will come in the next 72 hours. And on top of that, and that's depending on who the viewer is. I don't know what your 72 hours is and when it started, but it starts now. But yeah, if you've been trapped, it's almost like the universe's last way of saying, are you sure? Because there has been doubt. You have been disappointed. There has been unfulfilled hopes. So, someone tried to put you in a cage, a box maybe. And, you're more than that. You're worth more than that. And definitely, since this is a time for rebirth, you need to change the expectations in being disappointed. You don't need to be disappointed. Lower your expectations, whether it's with yourself or other people.
Surprise!
Thank you, baby. Shh. Because opportunity is here. So an opportunity is going to present itself in the next 72 hours with truth and fairness, for things to be balanced, for you to redirect your approach with something, for you to redirect your a plan, for you to redirect your perspective and your expectations. Next 72 hours. Oh, baby, come on. Shh, you, quiet or out. Thank you, Creator, for this nourishment we're about to receive to replenish your mind, body, heart, soul, spirit, vessel, flesh, and womb. We are truly thankful and beyond blessed for this opportunity. Thank you so much, Aminashe. All right. So, in the next 72 hours, this opportunity of a reality check for changes, a shift, this opportunity is going to allow you to focus on your goals. Okay, this is going to allow you to take the focus off of whatever roadblock or whatever whatever roadblock presents itself. You want success, so this is your way of getting it. This is your way of being directed towards success. You may not understand it as soon as it presents itself. You may not understand any of it. If something starts falling within the next 72 hours, just know success is the goal. You have asked the Creator for success. It's coming. Don't question how it presents itself. And who are you to sit there and scrutinize how it presents itself? Okay? You've been sitting on ideas. You've been sitting on just ways to level up. And it's time to create a clear path to execute. Okay? It's time to reach deep into yourself and reach for that courage, that loyalty, that curiosity. What happened? You used to be so curious. Now everything is just, you're so comfortable. You like a challenge, but you've been so comfortable lately that you don't even care to show up for a challenge. You haven't been able to show up for much lately. And I'm using the computer right now. Can you please exit? Thank you. You could be feeling like you have disappointed a woman in your life, whoever I'm talking to. Or you could also, if I am talking to a feminine, I feel like you feel like you failed when it comes to being at your highest heights, being at the top, being the best that you can be. Okay? When it comes to growing, you feel like you could have done more. But it's like, stop thinking about what you could have done and think about how it wasn't meant to be done. Start thinking about how you can manipulate. Let's not use manipulate. How you can alter your reality in terms of yourself and what you need to be in your perspective. Don't think about how you haven't had this or you could have did this. No, you were supposed to do this, how it's supposed to be done, and it's going to work in your favor. You need to be happy with your results and your actions. And if you aren't happy with your actions, you should just have that positive mindset where the results is going to work in your favor, even if it's out of your control, or even if you weren't happy with the action. But your results are depend on the basis of your actions. There's something about too, like, there's an affirmation that you need to say. You need to say that you are fulfilled. Okay. There is no missed opportunity. Okay. And if you feel like, and also if you feel like you have missed out on an opportunity, why do you think that opportunity was, why do you think it was supposed to be permanent? And is that greed talking? We could also be greedy with love. We think it's supposed to stay by our side forever, and that's just not always in the cards for us. Some people are more of a lesson. But if you make people be permanent, then it'll be a permanent lesson. And then you'll wonder why the fuck you're in a cycle for the rest of your life. It's because you asked or you made something permanent and it was not supposed to be permanent. So stop thinking that you missed out on the opportunity. That opportunity was never meant for you to seize. And maybe it was just meant for you to taste, so that you can know how to seize the next opportunity that actually is meant for you. So the next 72 hours, you're going to be feeling like, since something failed, it didn't really fail. Shift your perspective. Change your perspective. Change with the universe. Clearly, things keep changing around you. And maybe you have been comfortable, stuck for a really long time. You're tired of being stuck, and the universe is tired of you being stuck. And so change is needed against your will. Growth is needed. You need to grow, but it's like you feel like everything isn't coming together, but why can't you see that everything is coming together? Something about your perspective. The next 72 hours, you need to really be careful with your perspective. If you're going through hard times, if you're going through a shift, a change, and abruptly, if something is just not what the fuck you expected, or it's like the truth is being revealed to you, be happy. That is like a fucking time to celebrate. Jump up and down. You don't have to live a lie. You don't have to live blindly. You don't have to fucking wonder, worry. You don't have to go crazy. It's like, from here on out, you just take the truth and then you move accordingly. And if you can't change your situation quickly or whatever, that means you need to obviously learn how to be okay with what is. That you don't need to always be okay when something is present or when something is better or later. You need to be okay with how the fuck shit is, because basically, how can you make do with what you are given? How grateful are you for what you are given? Be grateful. Next 72 hours, be grateful for your experience. Be grateful for what is changing and the experience before the changes. Just be grateful. Because yes, there is some type of cycle that you are going through. A tower is needed, this change is needed so that you can be in alignment with your higher self, with the creator. Okay? And even if it's about a union, it's your higher self to be a part of this union. Because you're basically only limited by what you believe is possible. Your beliefs is what's limiting you. That's why you need to grow. That's why changes are happening, so that you can believe more. You can see more. To see more is to believe. Usually people believe by what they can see. That extra faith comes from within. It's like you have to know the truth within yourself to have faith with everything else around you. If that fucking makes sense. But it's something too about, like, don't be too obsessed with trying to be perfect. Trying to do things perfectly, thinking that the results is always going to mean perfect, and that's just not the case. Whatever you're obsessed with, it's going to show within the next 72 hours. If somebody removes himself from your life, if you're obsessed, it's going to show within the next 72 hours. You might go through a little crazy period, you know, an imprisoned period, I would say, where you're just in your head. You can see nothing but that. That's literally showing you how attached you were to the cause, how obsessed you were. What happened? Don't you tell me they forgot some food. A hot dog would not be that. A hot dog's right there. It says hot dog. Give me fries. Food. Yeah, so there's some type of emotion that's being blocked. Somebody doesn't want to feel something. So in the next 72 hours, when things come crashing, if you're going to try so hard not to feel something, chill out on trying to block your feelings and block the emotions. You have to face the feelings. You have to face the funk. You have to face the truth. Face the music. Face the blues. There's no way around it. You try to block that, you're only going to bond yourself more to the attachment of your shadow self, which a part of your shadow self must be hiding from your emotions. You don't face things right then and there. You maybe take your time. That's not a completely bad thing, except you didn't really face the actual true response that yourself gave you, your true reaction. You had to manipulate your thinking a little bit in order for you to get a handle on it. Then that pretty much means that you're uncomfortable a little bit when it comes to assessing your emotions. You need to know how to assess your emotions when you're uncomfortable or when something's different. Our French fry a little dry. The oven on. 5 minutes. And if you're going to feel empty without this person or without someone, that also means that there's a wound inside of you that this person fills. So it's a void. So with or without a person, you need to be good. If you can't be good with or without the person, you're using them to avoid something within yourself, or a change, or a realization. If you need to learn how to be alone, then you might be given somebody who you just can't be without. But you don't like being alone so much that you've attached yourself to someone who makes you not feel lonely. But what if they go? You're going to feel fucking lonely. You wasted your time and you've never accomplished healing a wound of being lonely. Abandonment, neglect, whatever the fuck. Maybe if this person does like a silent treatment one day or something, you go crazy and you just feel like the world's ending because you don't know how to take somebody leaving you alone. This was your reading. Peace.